isolate aspects of manic highs and then transfer those to people who don't have it, or do we both have it? Do we have a genetic link on my father's side to some bipolar disorder, and now
Like,
are these ideas only
I believe
transferable?
my mother has that.
Well, that would make sense. Well, yeah, that does make sense. I'm pretty sure my mother has it on her side of the family. I'm pretty sure my Mama Debbie's sister has bipolar disorder, and then if we also have it on my father's side of the family, then um that would be interesting for sure.
And was she
Um,
saying the only way to solve it was through medication? There was nothing else you could do?
well, basically what she said was the only way I'm ever going to get through college is with medication, because she was saying like, I mean, like I said, verbatim, word for word, she said, societally, I agree with you. It's jumping through a bunch of arbitrary hoops. I'm telling you, that's not a single word that I changed. That's not my own word. I'm telling you verbatim, word for word. Those were the words that came out of her mouth about her education. Um, and I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah,
How does bipolar medication mix in with sub 1 and 2 and stuff?
from what I understand, it's going to destroy them. Um,
Yeah.
from what I understand, mine's are already destroyed, right? I don't see how I'm going to integrate sub 1 in the future. I'm terrified to integrate sub 3. How am I going to do that? I could, and she also talked about something which for some reason I did not find much of online. I already knew it, but I knew it like intuitively, not really because anyone really said this. She said that I can have I'm thinking melatonin and serotonin. That's the other one. It's dopamine. Jesus. Dopamine. I can have a dopamine overdose from mixing LSD. She said, and by LSD, do you mean acid? And I said, yes, lysergic acid diethylamide. She laughed and said, no one's ever done that before. Um, uh,
You
but
studied
um,
hard.
anyways, she said, oh yeah, she said I speak. Um, she used both the words infectiously and hypnotically, which was interesting.
For what?
Um, my speech. She said the way I spoke whenever I talked about content creation. She used the words hypnotic and infectious. But so
Oh, that's a good
anyways,
sign.
yeah, it is. Yeah, if the person who's recommending you meds is saying, well, the way you speak is infectious, then
Well, and also for a person whose
you
job
gotta
is
trust
to
it.
literally listen to people speak, and for her to say that, that's interesting.
Yeah. Well, I know it was a good performance. It was one of my best. That's what I said in the voice recording the other day. I was like, it was one of my best performances, sadly, because God, it was just a brutalization. There was no fight back. It was just like, you're right, yeah, you're right. Hey, you got to get the degree. Like it was. I mean, literally, it was like I watched a professional psychiatrist transform into Nana. Like it was sad. And the worst part was seeing that in her face, her understand that she didn't have anything. Like the worst part was watching her buy time, going, oh yeah, no, I mean that's the reason I'm laughing is because that's just so similar to what I was thinking. That's just that's a real pickle. The verbatim. That was one of the things she said after me talking because you could tell she was trying to buy time to come up with any reason why I was wrong. And then in the end, she was just like, that's a real personal, spiritual thing. I was like, please, just one tangible thing, just one. Just give me any reason why, anything that you can do with a piece of paper that I can't do on my own. And she was just like, that's a real pickle, over and over again, like Robin Williams. Jesus.
Yikes.
Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, truly, it was brutal. It was brutal. It was brutal. It was the same conversation I had with Sarah, where like you watch them just go, yeah. Well, how do you feel about that? Well, I'm gonna go get cake actually. Um, brutal. That's that dude. Think about it. That's the second psychologist that I've vanquished in combat.
Oh yeah.
Um, that's a little scary, dude. Winning sucks when the game is built by retards. um, but yeah. What was I tying that into? Just the concept that I wouldn't be surprised if I have it. I wouldn't be surprised if that's why my art is good. It seems like basically it was interesting. There was a sign in the office of the psychology place, like right above the front desk, which said, um, "These people revolutionized our world and had I can't remember if the sign said manic or bipolar.